Hello everyone, myself Manjunath Rawat. In this video, we are going to cover the second part of annotation. In first part, we have covered these dimensions methods. Along with, we have discussed the reader lines. Now in this session, we are going to learn the multi-line text as well as the single line text. So let's get started. So while mentioning the nomenclatures or the naming for the construction, most of the time we are going to use these text methods. So if we just look out over the options we have to provide the text below the constructions, the first option we have multi-line text. So if I just select this first option multi-line text, the first message we have over the window is specify first corner. So you can specify the first corner where we want to write a text for the construction. So just select that point. Now you can see over this command prompt, we have these are the options. The first option we have height, again justify, line spacing, rotation, style, width and column. The same options we will get once we right click over the screen. You can see the same options we will have over here. Okay. Now let me go with the first option, height. So it will ask what is the height we want to choose, so that to that particular height all the text are going to be written over this drawing. Now let me select 10 as a height for the text. Now just press enter button over the keyboard. Now the next message we have over the screen as a specify opposite column. Now let me select this corner point so that we will write all our content within this selected window. Now you can see one cursor is get enabled over here. So there you have to write whatever the content you want to give for the construction. Now in this case I am going to write my name over here. So my name is Manjunath Rawat. Okay. So once I write that name, so to come out of that you can just click outside this selected window. So that particular name is going to be appear over there. Okay. Now if I just double click over this written content, you can see one text editor is going to be open at the topmost right corner. So there you can select the font type, or you can just go with the bold option or the alignment, the underline, overhead line, or you can go with the cross line. Now let's see these options one by one. Now to change this text height, you have to just select the written content and you can mention the height over here that you want to modify. Now let's modify this text height from 10 to 15. Okay. Again, if I just click over this bold option, you can see over the screen that particular written content is going to be turned into this bold line. Again, you can just use this incline option as well. And if I just click over this drop down menu for the font selection, you can choose appropriate font style for as per your convenience. And if I just click on that, you will see the change over the screen. Now you can see initially we have selected a different font for this written content, and if I just select any one of these options, that particular font style will get changed over the screen. Okay. Now let me select some suitable font size so that we are able to see the written content properly. Now if I just click over this next option underline, you can see that particular written content is going to be underlined like this. You can select this overhead line as well. Now this option is nothing but the by layer, which will give us the options to change the color of written content. So if you just click over this drop down menu, so these are the options we can select. Okay, or you can customize the color as well from this select color option. Now let me select this red. Okay, now you can see initially we have white color for the written content. Again, you can select any appropriate color that you want as per your choice. Okay, now let me select this blue color. Okay, again we can modify it to the magenta color as well, like this. Now the next option we have this cross line. So to the all written content it will get created. Now the next option we have, we can convert this written content to the uppercase or lowercase. So over the screen we have lowercase content, so that we can convert into uppercase like this by selecting this option. Now this background mask is nothing but, many times we need to provide some background color so that we can easily highlight the written content. So in that case we can go with this background mask option. So just click on it. You have to tick mark this option, use background mask. Again you have to select a proper background color so that the written content is going to be highlighted very nicely. So let me select this yellow color. Now you can just click over this OK option and you will see the modifications that we have done as per our requirement. Now the next option we have over here as a justification. So if I just click over this drop down menu, you can see we have, these are the options over there. So this is nothing but the top left corner, sorry, top left selection. Okay, now you can see the whole content is shifted to this top left side. The next option we have top center. Now you can see the whole content is shifted to middle line. Again this is nothing but the top right selection. The next option we have middle left, like this. So these options we have over here as well. Now this is nothing but the bullets and numbering. So many times we need to give some bullets or the numbering for the written content. So in that case just you will go through this option. So there you will find different options for giving the numbers. You can provide the bullets as well. Again the next option we have line spacing. Okay, so you can define the line spacing as per your requirement. So in this case I have selected initially this 1x line spacing. You can change it to the 1.5x or the 2x. You can see the change over the window. As per the selection, this content is going to be modified. Now next is nothing but the selection of the columns. So many times we need to write content in a column manner. So in that case you can go with this column option as well. The next option we have symbols. So we can provide different symbols to write our content as well. Now let me close this text editor option. Now you can see all the modifications that we have done are going to be appear over the screen. Now the same we will have by just right click. You will find one option at the bottom. So just click on it. Just select it and right click once. You will find one option properties at the end. So just click on it. Another window will get pop up over the screen. So there you can modify the same thing over here. So you can see the text option over here. So there you will find these are the options: contents, style, annotation, justify, direction, text height. You can modify the text height over here as well. So just mention the text height that you want to modify and just press enter button. Now you can see over the screen our text height is going to be modified for the 20 like this. So once we done the modification as per our requirement, you can just close this window. Okay, so all these options already we have gone through. So the same options we will get by right clicking over this selected content. Okay, so this is all about the multi-line text. Now we'll see some different options available in case of this multi-line text. Now again you have to select one reference point. Okay, just right click over the window. Now here you will find the options as a rotation. So just select that. Here you can mention the inclination to which we want to write our content. Now let me enter 15 degree over here. Just press enter button. Now you can see we will have one inclined rectangle. In that we can write all our content at a specified inclination. So just select this opposite corner point. Again one cursor will get enabled over the screen. There you can write your content at an angle 15 degree like this. Many times we need to modify the written content once we complete all our constructions, and later on we think that the written content is somehow small in height, so that we can modify later on as well. Now again let me go with this multi-line text. You can select one point over here, okay, and suppose this will be our next opposite corner point, and we can write all our content over here. Now let me type by selecting this multi-line text. Now once I click outside that window, you can see the written content we have over here. Now just select this written content and just double click over that and select our whole written content, and you can just enter the required size or the height of that content and press enter button. Now you can see the whole content is going to turn as per our requirement like this. Now the next option we have to write a text line is nothing but the single line text. So as per the name, we come to know that in this case we are going to write all our content in a single line only. So again you have to specify the rotation angle for the text. So most of the time we are going to write in a horizontal manner. So just enter 0 degree over there and go on writing the content like this. Okay. Again just click outside that box, that written content will appear over there. Now to come out of this selected single line text, just press escape button. Again you can modify this by just double clicking over there. This edition will appear over there, or you can just right click over there and all the editing facility we will get as we have seen in a previous task. To edit this single line text, again just we have to select this written content. Just right click after selecting this content. You will get one option over there as a select window. Okay, so you have to just go with the properties, and here you have to mention the required height. Suppose I want to modify it for the 10 mm height and press enter button. You can see the change over here. Okay, again I will just enter 15 mm height over there. Now you can see the change at the back end. So likewise we can modify the height of that single line text as well. So this is all about the second part of annotation. In that we have learned this multi-line text as well as the single line text. These two options we can enable by just simply typing MT over the screen. You will get the same option over there. Okay, or you can just type text. It will give us a single line text over the cursor. So this is all about this multi-line text as well as the single line text. Thank you so much.